Hey again, it's me. It is still Friday. It's Friday night. Um, I was just sitting here and I was looking at YouTube and stuff, and I just had the funniest thought. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. My dad and stepmom came down this evening for a visit, and it was great. But it's after they left, it was kind of funny to see what my kids and I all did. Okay, so my dad and stepmom were here, and it was a really good visit. And I'm so glad they came, and we went out to eat, and we had a good evening. But my dad is like really loud and boisterous. Like he just has this voice that just booms all over the house. Like he is super loud. It's this is a side note, but it's really funny. I have to mention this. Okay, so I live on this street, right? And it's really funny because so my dad makes this long drive down from Virginia, and he gets out of the car and he stretches and he goes, "Ugh," and it's just like really loud. He sounds like a grizzly bear. I'm like, I know damn well all my neighbors are looking out the window like, what the hell was that? He does it pretty much every time. He's completely unaware because he lives on the side of a mountain. He really has no neighbors. He doesn't really have to worry about how loud he is. And then, I open the door and he's like, "Hey, Mary, how you doing?" He's just like, woo, because that's just the way my dad is. He is loud. He is larger than life. Like everything is just, woo. In a lot of ways, I'm like him. In a lot of ways, I'm not. So anyway, and my stepmom is pretty quiet. She's like, well, she kind of has to be because my dad when he comes in the room, he just kind of gobbles up the room. I mean, that's just my dad. That's just the way he is. He is just very loud and a large presence. Like he's just that, he's there. So anyway, they came over for a visit and it was great. And so they were here until about 8:30 or so, and then they took off. And my kids and we're introverts. My dad's not really. He's much more extroverted than I am, and my stepmom is too. They love being around people and stuff, and more than my kids and I. My kids and I are all kind of introverted. So it's funny. I realized every time they come for a visit after they leave, my kids and I pretty much immediately, as soon as they leave, nobody really says anything. We all three just immediately go to our rooms and shut our doors and stay in there for at least an hour. Like we all need to. So they've been gone now for about an hour and a half. And I've been in here in my room the entire time, just like, I have not seen my kids. I've not talked to them. I have not heard a word out of anybody. It's just like, and that happens every time. Every time my dad comes for a visit. As soon as he leaves, we all go to our rooms and stay there for a while. I mean, I was sitting here and I just realized that, like, we do that every time. I just had to tell you, I don't know if you do that. I have to kind of recover from spending, let's see, they got here at like 4 o'clock. So they were here for 4.5 hours. It was a long visit. It was really good. But you have to be kind of on the entire time, and my dad is just, he's sharp. He's 81, but he's like, boo, 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 boo. I mean, we were talking the entire time. He had me looking up stuff for him on the internet. See, some people have Siri. He has Mary. So whenever he wants anything, if he has, oh Lord, I should tell you sometime about the time he went from a Nokia flip phone to an iPhone. Shut up. Talk about a jump in technology. He was calling me on my stepmom's phone constantly because it took him forever to figure out how to even make calls on that iPhone. And so, but he doesn't know how to look up anything on the internet. I have tried and tried to show him, and he just won't. He's like, no, I think he looks at it like, I'm 81. I'm not learning any new shit. Do you have any idea how much I was born in 1940? Do you have any idea how much crap I have had to learn since then? I'm not learning any new stuff. I refuse. So anyway, whenever he has a question, it could be 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. He just calls me. He finally figured out how to make calls on his phone. But he will call me up, Mary, I need you to look up something for me. He could be talking to somebody and something came up in conversation. He'll go, I don't know the answer to that. Let me call Mary real quick. I bet she knows. She can look it up for me. Mary, I need you to look up something for me. Can you look up oil rigs off the coast of Florida? Can you find out about the composition of the pistons on those oil rigs? Because I swear there's carbon steel in there. It's something like that. Mary, look up the 1934 Ford. I need to know about the tires. And I'm like, what the hell do I look like? No, hey, how you doing? No, Mary, I need you to look something up. And it's always funny at the end of it, he says the same thing. I don't know where the hell this came from, but it's my dad. When we get done, he go, all right, I'll let you get back to your rat killing. I'll talk to you later. He says that every damn time. I don't know what the hell. I don't go around killing rats. It's just some saying he says at the end of a phone call. I'll let you get back to your rat killing. I'll talk to you later. I am his walking, talking Google, Siri, whatever question he has. And sometimes the questions are really funny. Like he'll go, Mary, or he won't even need me to look up anything. He'll ask me, like, Mary, I was just talking to so and so. And he was talking about this actor, and neither one of us, and we can't remember his name. Do you remember we were talking about him a while back? There was this guy. He was in that movie. There's this movie that came out. I forget what year, but he was in it, and I think he had brown hair. He's been in a bunch of stuff. What was his name? No, not him. You know who I mean. No, not him. No, not him. No, Mary, you know who I mean. What was his name? What the hell are you talking about? What? And I could be right in the middle of something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He didn't ask me if I'm busy. No, just tell me the name of that guy. I have no freaking clue who you're talking about. My dad is a trip. I swear, he is a trip. And I learned a lot about generating power from water. Like because he's so smart. He has a generator. You know, he's got that huge waterfall in front of his house, and he has a generator that he made a couple of generators, and he gets enough power off that waterfall to run like a couple of freezers and a heater in the living room and like some other stuff. It's crazy. But he was telling me about some other guy was wanting to do it, and you know, what he was trying to do and how it wasn't going to work. And he's explaining all this technical stuff like I had any idea what he was talking about. Like, sure, Dad. Oh, of course not. Yeah. Oh, everybody knows that. Again, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so lost right now. I don't know anything about building generators and, you know, water powered. I don't know. What? But I had to mention the interesting thing I noticed, that every time he comes for a visit, after he goes, my kids and I just immediately go into our rooms and decompress for at least an hour. It's usually more like 2 hours. We don't come out for food. We don't come out for water. We don't come out for anything. And we don't speak. I'm just now starting to talk. I've been in here silent for 2 hours or an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half. I've been here since 8:30. It's basically 10 o'clock now. I got to get a video done. That's why I got my computer over here. I'm trying to get set up to, I'm going to make a very basic video that requires no thought because my brain is just done for the day. Like, I'm tired. I am so done. I had to share my little observation with you, and I wanted to tell you about a video. I have 2 videos I have coming up. I painted my nails red. I got to clean them up, but aren't they sassy? I did that earlier. I got 2 videos coming up. My dad, one of the things he was talking about, one of the things he complained about was he said he has not had any good coconut pie in a while. He loves coconut pie, and he loves like one made from scratch. And I made coconut cake for him, and he loves that. But I don't believe I've ever made coconut pie. So I think one day this coming week, we're going to do a video making, I found a good recipe for making coconut pie. and I'm going to make 2 of them. I'll have one to taste, and I'll take him a whole one and whatever's left over. I'm not a big fan of coconut pie, and my kids don't like it either. So, but I thought it would be kind of a nice thing to make some coconut pie and take it up there. And maybe while I'm up there, I can make a video somewhere up in that area. So I'm going to do that either Tuesday or Thursday this coming week. And I have a friend who is getting back into work. She's been out of work for quite a while with family stuff, and she has just gotten a job as a receptionist in a very nice office that requires like business casual dress. Like you have to dress business casual, and she doesn't have anything to wear. So I got her some stuff, and I want to do a couple of videos with that. I'm gonna have to do it over the weekend so I can get it ready and get it to her. She starts this coming week, like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. So I want to get it to her. So I got to get these videos done quickly. So I'm probably gonna do one tomorrow and one Sunday. Maybe I can get everything ready, and get it to her by Monday, so she'll have everything. She doesn't need shoes or anything like that, but she didn't really have any clothes. So I thought if I could get her just a few things to, kind of get her started until she can get a little money coming in and, buy a few more things if she wants to. I thought that would be a nice thing to do. So yeah, look over here. I have all this is, well, I think most of that is hers. She said, don't go crazy, don't go overboard, but you know me. I got some great stuff in here. I found some really good stuff. So we're going to be doing a video showing the clothes and everything. I got skirts, I got pants, I got some tops and some blazers. I even got her a couple of cool coats. So we're going to be looking at that, and I'm not done. I want to get a little bit more. I just want to make sure she has some good stuff to go with, and she doesn't have like a nice coat. She has like casual coats, but not. I wanted her to have something nice so she could walk into her new job and not feel self-conscious about her clothes, at least. I realize when you start any new job, you can feel a little out of place, but I thought if she had just some nice stuff to wear, it might help her feel a little bit more confident about it. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do a little bit more shopping tomorrow, but we'll do one video. Maybe I can do a show and tell video of everything. And I thought we could also do an ironing video or something. I have a couple of ideas in mind, but I will get all that worked out. So anyway, I had to share the thing about my dad, and now it's after 10 and I really need to get started on this video. So I hope you're having a good Friday night so far. I'm feeling pretty good, and it's always nice to see my dad. So, and then it'll be nice to, go up there and make a little trip up there one day this week and take him some pies. So I think that'll tickle him to death. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.